Hello guys, so welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today I'm back with another video which is about NaNoWriMo and I'm so excited for it. It is about few things I learned as I did NaNoWriMo last year and this year I'm doing this year, so that is a challenge. So let's get right into the video. December when you wore this sweater that is strength. So the first step for NaNoWriMo would be the themes you should focus on. So the theme or the meaning behind NaNoWriMo is that you have to set a goal for yourself and understand your limit of how much you can write, and then try to set that boundary and break that. Means overcoming your fears and getting started on the writing, then thinking about it. That is the purpose of NaNoWriMo. And what I eventually learned as a student is that 50k words are too much. And the thing with setting a high goal is that even if you work like really hard for 50k but you could reach till 40k, the thing is that you have set such a high goal for yourself that if you even accomplish half of it or less than that, then you wouldn't be satisfied with that. And the main reason behind NaNoWriMo is not that you get intimidated by others completing 50k or seeing everyone do that. So it's just about setting your goal and feeling satisfied in the end, because even if it is not 50k, you got something done, and that is such a big accomplishment. So try to get out of your comfort zone, and that is a big accomplishment in itself. You need not touch 50k or these fancy word counts, you can say. So that would be my first point. Then second one would be, make your writing personal and not commercial. So last year what I felt was there was this whole people who were updating their social media with their NaNoWriMo things, and that was quite motivating, but certain aspect of it is so discouraging, and it is not really something that people address, which is that if you're updating your word count, I think that is important that you even reflect on your mental health or something like that and do that. Because if someone is going through a tough day and they see that word count, they might assume that okay, this person's like work in progress is going so well, whereas mine isn't. So make writing your personal thing, not something which is for others. So if you're even writing 10 words and those words really mean something to you, then you shouldn't be intimidated by fancy word counts on social media stories, because that is not what you are, and that is not what represents your progress. So don't compare your progress with others, I would say, in word count, because like I said before, even if you do not reach 50k words or something like that, you have still started on your draft, and that is such a big accomplishment in itself. The next point would be that you do not owe an explanation to anyone. And social media in general, you need not update your word count daily, and you need not even do this on social media. It's a choice, and people should be clear about that and set boundary. And so your mental health would be much important than NaNoWriMo. If you have to drop it, then do that if it is something which makes your mental health feel better, because few people do not work good under this much pressure, and it is very hard as a student. Like, you have so many things to focus on. So if NaNoWriMo is hurting you more than it is doing good, then I think it is good for you to stop doing it, and you can resume it whenever you want, and everything can wait actually. So it's not, you shouldn't put yourself through something if you do not want to do it. And the main happiness behind NaNoWriMo is that you get the feeling of satisfaction, which is the best thing ever. So if that is not the case, then I would suggest you to drop it. If it is not giving you any happiness, just go for it. The last point would be that do not self reject. I know I do this quite a lot, and it's that before I complete the whole draft, I start editing it, which is like such a habit. But just write it down, and then you can like set a time and edit it, because and do not delete it. Do not delete it, because that is something you have worked hard on. And even if it is like pretty bad, like first drafts are always so bad. And right now when I look at my last year's first draft, it was such an experiment, but then that's what made me grow right now. So even if it is like very 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 bad, do not delete it. And even if you do not want to pursue the same draft, what you can do it is keep it, and maybe years from now you can look at it and see it as a growth. And it is so important to see NaNoWriMo as a growth more than accomplishing 50k words. And 50k is like putting a number to your satisfaction, which you shouldn't do. And I think that is it for the whole video, but I would love to do a part 2. And today's been a tiring day for me, but I thought that this is the right time to do NaNoWriMo because it is November. And thank you so much for watching. So my question of the day is, if you're doing NaNoWriMo, what is your draft about? And if you're not doing, just let me know about your work in progress. That would be great. I'm actually thinking about making a small video series on publishing related things. If you don't know, I am the editor-in-chief of Inertia Teens, which is a literary magazine for teenagers, and we are open to submissions right now. So the publishing series would be related to how to write a cover letter or how to write a third person bio and something like that. So if that is something you'd be interested in, please let me know. And it is going to be a small series about this, and then how to publish and what to do when you face rejection and things like that. I know it is very hard to keep up with the season of writing competitions, so I think that would be helpful. If that is something you'd be interested, just let me know. Thank you so much and have a nice day.